Let's see. All right, it's low key, and I say I am Mr. Super Facts. First and foremost, okay? First and foremost, I just find it, once again, I find it very strange that with how fucked up America is, that people even have the energy to be entertained by this shit. This country is so fucked up. The middle class has been nuked. There is no more American dream. They can't even lie to people about it. A one bedroom costs $2,000. What the fuck? Like a bag of chips costs $6. What are we doing? What are we doing? So it's like I'll never understand how people can still be how do you have the energy? How do you have the capacity? How do you have the attention span to be entertained when like shit is so fucked up? It's like if I'm mad at somebody, if I'm mad at the government or whatever, I don't want to hear you. I'm not about to like sit here and laugh and joke around like. So it's crazy, this whole situation where the truth community or whatever the fuck, like searching out truth has become a fucking like reality show. It's on the frequency of a fucking housewife, like Love and Hip Hop and Housewives of wherever. That's what seeking the truth has become. There's zero action behind it, and it's just purely entertainment, and it's very creepy and it's very weird, man. So while everybody was jumping on the narrative that Bill Clinton is Bubba and Donnie T or whatever, Donnie is Trump, there's some information that came out. That's why you always just take everything with a grain of salt. Because at the end of the day, you'll never fucking know what happened anyway. And I don't understand. Like, I'm entertained by the truth. I'm entertained by shit that has facts and evidence behind it. You know? How can you be entertained by something that you don't even know is real? That right there is like a massive character flaw. Like something's wrong with you. If you're entertained by something that you can't even fucking prove, you're weird. In my opinion. Like, right. So, they're saying that Ghislane had a horse named Bubba. And also they're saying that Mr. Epstein's brother, I don't know his fucking name. I forget his name. Was it Mark? I don't know. He said his brother came out and said that Bubba is not referring to Bill Clinton. So, yeah, it's like, as far as, look, dude, for them to even get into those rooms, they have to go through humiliation rituals anyway. So what is the internet? This is what I'm saying. Like, what is the whole internet laughing at you in a fake world? The internet is a fake world. What is the internet laughing at you compared to having to do a humiliation ritual in real life? Having to be responsible for sacrifices in real life, allegedly. What does that compare? What is the internet, a fake place you can literally fucking uninstall whatever social media? You know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about? Now, maybe for somebody like Donald Trump, because he's on the narcissist Mount Rushmore of humankind. Maybe it bothers him that everybody's making fun of him, but at the same time, it doesn't compare to real life. You know what I mean? Is anybody gonna approach him in real life and make fun of him? I'm not saying they won't, but you know how crazy is this story if while everybody's thinking he gave Bill Clinton a blowy, it was he gave Ghislane Maxwell's horse a blowjob. Like now how and that's your president. This is why you don't every single time, all the time, if you participate in this bullshit, you will be like you're selling your soul. Let's have a real conversation. If you vote, you sell your soul. If you put your trust in a politician is a professional liar. A politician is a professional liar. You know? It's insane. So, I don't know, man. But my whole thing is it's gross, it's disturbing, and it's really, if we having a real conversation, there's nothing funnier. Once again, there's nothing funnier, entertaining about the president of the United States. You know, once upon a time, having gay sex. There's nothing funny about that, or participating in bestiality. This is dumb. This is fucking stupid. Because guess what? Even if he did that, even if he did that, even if it's true, we'll never know unless there's videotape. We'll never know. And even if there is videotape, he's still gonna have people in the MAGA cult. The MAGA cult's still gonna be strong. The cult of fucking delusion, derangement. I mean, full blown retardation. Okay, the cult of idiocracy. Let's have a real conversation, man. So we'll never know if that even really happened, or if they're just, if it's a humiliation ritual, whatever. And also, guess what? The dude's still rich as fucking hell. The dude is up a couple $1 billion. You know what I mean? While we're still broken at the bottom and the collapse is still upon us. Let's have a real conversation. So all in all, it's like, why? Why do people, every time. And I know you got content creators out here that do it. They make these little videos for money. Other people do it for attention and clout. Other people do it because they genuinely hate Donald Trump, or they hate these individuals or whatever. Some people do it because they think that if they, spread this truth, it'll, like I've been saying for a very long time, dude, like the only reason why they can even do anything, get away with anything, is because we keep paying attention. If a magician don't have an audience, let's call it what it is, right? If a magician doesn't have an audience, the show is over. Let's have a real conversation. It's just fucking stupid on every level. So this dude is a clown. Donald Trump said out his own mouth. Donald Trump is a pedophile. It doesn't matter what he said out his own mouth that to a child. He was like, "Oh, I'm gonna be dating her in 10 years." Who looks at a child and says that? Who looks at an 8-year-old, 9-year-old, 10-year-old, and literally says out there, I'm gonna be fucking you in 10 years. Who says that? That's who you voted for, dog. You are the company you keep, bro. Let's have a real conversation, man. Then he said what he said about his daughter. Perhaps if she wasn't my daughter, I'd be dating her. Dude's a creep. And then we want to talk about this elephant in the room. Like, oh, he had no idea what Jeffrey Epstein was doing when he called him a terrific guy and said he liked girls on the younger side. Then you got this fucking horse-faced bitch, Megyn Kelly, talking about, well, I have a source saying that he wasn't into 8-year-olds. He was into 15, 16-year-olds, barely legal girl. Like, what are we talking about, bro? And then you got all these people in the government. If you voted against the list being put out, you're a fucking pedophile. You should be fucking hung. Let's just call it what it is. Period. You should be fucking hung. It's sad when the worst thing in this realm that you can do is take a child's innocence, and people will still find a way, you know what I mean, to let cognitive dissonance win, to let the cult of delusion win. It don't make this is like, bro, fuck this world. And let me know if y'all can hear me. My fucking camera broke yesterday, so I don't even know if this shit is working, to be honest. Can y'all hear me? So, all right, because I'm sitting up here. I'm like, did I just talk for 11 minutes and nobody heard a word I fucking said? So, very strange, man. Very strange. And it feels like there's some, like, nigga, this 3-eye atlas shit. I pray they saying it's the Anunnaki coming back. And they say it's the it's reptilians or whatever the you know what. I just please do something. Help. It's like we gonna need for anything to change on this planet, you know, or within the ice wall and shit. Something drastic has to happen. We need a miracle. Let's have a real conversation. Humans really need a miracle, because instead of people revolting, what are they doing? Like, let's have a real conversation. Instead of people taking their country back and their freedom back, okay? Instead of people having a conversation, let's all take a field trip to the Federal Reserve buildings throughout this country. Okay, let's not do that. Let's sit on our fucking ass and gossip about Donald Trump sucking off Bill Clinton and or Ghislane Maxwell's horse. What the fuck am I living in, dog? What the fuck am I living in? I'm literally fucking just at the point where I'm like disgusted. I'm disgusted by this fucking world, bro. You know what I mean? Like, and just the peasant mentality, bro. It's just gross, man. It's just gross. And it's like, honestly, the other side, them evil motherfuckers, it's not even, we're just entertainment to them. You know what I mean? Like, we're no threat to these people, man. So there's gonna have to be some intergalactic miracle for something to happen, because there's like this massive spell over the masses, and the elephant in the room. I only heard one person, bro. I only heard one dude that said, yo, we have to unalive politicians. Only heard one person say that. Let's see if I got it. Only person I heard say that. And it's just so crazy. And it's like, they have no problem killing us. I just ate Wendy's for breakfast. I know that shit. I know there's shit in. I got like a sausage and cheese muffin or McMuffin. I don't fucking know what they call it. I know that there's chemicals in this food that's purposefully put in the food to fuck up my health. But the shit $3. It was $3. Hello, it was $3. So you know I had to get two of them things. Let's have a real conversation. The fuck is you talking about? All right, check this out.
Ghislane Maxwell had a horse named Bubba. Ghislane Maxwell had a horse named Bubba, and Mark Epstein, Jeffrey Epstein's brother, who was the one that wrote that email, said that Bubba did not refer to Bill Clinton. He said today that Bubba did not refer to Bill Clinton, and then we found out that Ghislane Maxwell had a horse named Bubba, and given The people that we're dealing with, I would not be surprised if there was some harm done to animals as well. So, Ghislane Maxwell had a horse named Bubba, and that, listen, both are bad. Both are bad for Trump. I would go with the Bill Clinton story. I honestly would, because the other one is just 1,000 times worse. Have a good day.
But it's like, how is it bad? Because that's why they say the esoteric fucking meaning behind all publicity is good publicity is because these people don't operate in morals. They operate in magic. Let's have a real conversation. So how is this bad when everybody, including me, is once again 365 days in a year. We talking about Donald Trump every day. Every single fucking day. And he's literally a fucking warlock. Like, he's literally, we up here thinking that we're exposing Donald Trump, but all you doing is giving him your energy. It's a sacred transmission. Let's have a real conversation. So this is what I'm saying, bro. When you get to a certain level, like, and it's crazy because the level I'm on is even deeper than this. Pause. Shit get even deeper than this. Pause. That's a great fucking delivery. Wow. I always get good deliveries when I'm like making a video. And they're like, all right, Negro, that's enough. Water Style. We got Water Style in the building. We got Roland in the building. Bro is out for blood. He know his bro didn't hang himself in that cell. Yeah, I seen he was doing some interviews with people and stuff. Yeah, very. I've been Jeffrey Epstein. This bitch got so much ass. I'm literally like jealous of this nigga. Like, I'm a very simple dude. All I need is like a moderately attractive female. A little bit of titty meat, but I mean just a big, fat, juicy. All right, anyway. So sad part is there's probably a million Jeffrey Epsteins out here, but Jeffrey Epstein is the Michael Jordan of pedophiles. He's the most popular one. And to have Donald Trump flew on the Lolita Express. Now, we don't know if he went to the island. They're going to say he didn't, but you're going to tell me. And then some new paperwork came out that he was left alone with one of the victims, Donald Trump. Donnie. Donnie boy. So, once again, I got to slide up out of here, but the point of this video is, we got to take, you have to understand what's happening here. We don't live in the same mind frame that they do. They're witches and warlocks, and they can't produce their own energy. They're energy vampires. And they might be possessed by fucking how do I say this? Because they say, when they talk about archons, I forget what they say, but they compare them to just like parasites. And these people, their vessels might be possessed by these parasites. So you see it all the time when you be around a person and they genuinely can't be fucking happy or positive. They seemingly can't even fucking exist. They don't have any energy to do anything until they start, the narc in them, the narcissist in them gets activated, and they have to literally feed off of your energy to live, to do anything. You know, so fuck these people. In my perfect world, if I could be a fucking, if I had any say, I'd be like, yo, I hit the switch. I hit the switch, and I'd be like, yo, we're done. We're not. I turn it off. I turn off all the fucking cell towers for like a year. For like a year. No Instagram, no Facebook. You gets nothing. You gets nothing. If you want to fucking be entertained, bitch, do what we used to do. Go outside. You know? Go to the gym. Go to the bar. Go to the library. I don't know. This nigga peed in the middle of the street. He reminded me of my dog. This dude was walking his dog. And then he go to cross the street and the dog stopping and he peeing in the middle of the street. Dog has zero survival skills. Let's have a real conversation. So I see a Becky with a booty. Today gonna be a good day. Okay. All right. That is a mythological creature, bro. A white bitch with a fat ass. That's how I know God real. Anyway. Yeah, he's the Michael Jordan of pedophiles, man. And the sad part is, it's probably, it ain't no probably. There's a Jeffrey Epstein in every country. There's a Jeffrey Epstein in every country, right? You know, till this day, I don't know. I'm like 50-50 if he's really dead or not, but I do wonder why they chose to get rid of him instead of Donald Trump. I do wonder that. And then a lot of people say that the files, they can't release the files because it is the leverage of the CIA. You know, and that would make a lot of sense, you know? So, but all of these people in the government that voted against releasing the files, they should be, I don't care what nobody say. Publicly, it should be make guillotines great again. Simple as that, dude. There's no reason in the world why anybody should vote against sexually harming a child. I don't understand it, bro. And I don't get it. But he said he had too much control, so he had to go. Well, I guess now the control is in whoever possesses the information, you know, because that's all it is. I don't fuck with Alex Jones, never did, never will. But it is an info war. That's all this shit is. When you wake up, that's what you realize. Oh shit. The only reason why I been asleep my whole life is because it's been a war on information. You feel me? So we'll see what happens, but stop giving these people, man. I'll make a video on TikTok or something. But we gotta stop giving these people. See, that's the people that go missing. Those are the people that if you want to get disappeared, that's how you do it. Not the Nick Fuentes, not these people that's playing the left-right paradigm, not the people that's even talking about them. The people that's saying, yo, we need to come together and we need to stop talking about these people. It's like, you know, when you talking to somebody and they complaining about their relationship, you know, oh, I'm with a person that treat me like shit. They shit all over me. Da 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 da. It's like, why you with them? Why you keep participating? Why? Why? And don't nobody ever have It's your ego. Don't nobody ever have a valid reason of why you participate in fuck shit. Nobody ever has a valid reason. You know what I mean? So, I gotta make a TikTok. Yeah, I gotta make a TikTok because this is what people need to know. You know, it's like everybody talking about waking up, but there is no post wake up behavior happening. Okay, once you wake up, you're not supposed to stay in the cycle of consuming the nonsense. It's like when you learn how to walk as a baby or whatever, do you regress back to crawling? That's like, so that's literally what's happening right now in the truth community or amongst truth seekers worldwide or people that claim whatever. That's literally what's happening. It's a bunch of grown ass adults crawling on the ground. And in their mind, they think they're running. And in their mind, they think they're running. So, you know, I'm thankful for having this level of discernment and not just like contributing to, you know, these magicians, these satanic magicians and shit. You know, because honestly, it's just like, who cares? That's the frequency. If you're a real truth seeker, that's the frequency you got to step into. Who the fuck cares? Who cares about what they doing over there? They don't care about us, so why do we care about them? And if we used all of this energy, man, I was thinking about this while I was eating this fucking lab-made sausage and cheese sandwich this morning at Wendy's. I was just like, man, you look at one of these videos, I mean, 1 million likes. Somebody will make a 1 minute, 2 minute video on Instagram or whatever, TikTok, 1 million likes. So 1 million people sat up here and liked this content. 1 million people liked that this person was telling the truth, but ain't doing shit about it in real life. Ain't doing a fucking thing in real life about it. That's the elephant in the room of the truth community. You know, in the mind of a truth seeker. It's fucking disgusting. And it is, yeah. I gotta do some more research on chaos magic. But that's all this shit is. Energy. That's it. And they just feed on us. We are their battery. And if we stop talking about them, if we stop giving a fuck what they doing, they would bug the fuck out. They would bug the fuck out. They would lose their mind. They would cease to exist. Simple as that. And that's how you could win the war without raising a fucking finger. You know? You could literally destroy the matrix without raising a finger. Stop paying taxes. Stop fucking all of that shit. Anything that has to do with any of these people, stop paying attention. And every time they try to trigger you or make you mad or get a reaction out of you, laugh in their face and then proceed back to, you know, building a community and working together. Fuck out of here. Simple as that. You know, I'm for shit like that. Put these motherfuckers in a situation where they just gonna have to fucking drop a bomb on all of us because we just not going for it anymore. Put them in a situation where they gonna have to kill us because we don't care anymore. Because that's what's gonna happen. You know? Soon as people say, yo, we're over this shit. You know, this reality, this society is played out. As soon as people say that, I'm just being honest. I don't think they would allow us to just be happy and in harmony and be at peace and shit. They gonna fucking they gonna blow us the fuck up and then blow us up again. They gonna nuke us and then nuke our ashes. Let's have a real conversation, man. It's like that. That's how evil these people are, man. So I'm gonna get up out of here. Appreciate everybody chiming on the conversation. Trump and LeBron, son, these two young men. You dig? But it is what it is, man. So you said the drama too juicy. I mean, it's just weird. This dick and booty hole stuff, you know, it's just like I would love to have the resources to travel and just interview people in different countries. So what do you think about what's going on in America? And just see like people's reaction, you know? Because we have to be like a complete joke. We have to be a complete joke to the rest of the world right now if we having a real conversation. So yeah, hope y'all have a good Sunday. You know, do some meditating, get your mind right. You know, and let's just try to figure out how not to reincarnate into this bitch. You dig? He said Trump and LeBron were at the Diddy parties. He said Trump was slam dunking in LeBron. You said Trump had the baby oil in his hand and he did some Vince Carter aerodynamic windmill from the free throw line in LeBron ass, and then he left his elbow hanging in LeBron ass like it's a rim, in the rim of LeBron ass. Is that what you saying, nigga, you freaky ass nigga? Freaky ass nigga, rolling a freaky nigga.